everyone, Daisy here again with another video for Spiegel Mom Scraps. This time I am doing a layout that includes stitching. For this week we are focusing on using stitching on our layouts, and so this is kind of what I chose to create. Now in the beginning there I just showed you the papers that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using that Amy Tangerine on a whim, the one with all the words on it, and then I'm also using one from Dear Lizzie, Oh Lovely Day, I believe it is, and it's the one that has like the black and white photo, or not photos, flowers on one side and then this pretty teal, and so I chose to use this teal color. Now I'm also using the Joy Parade 6x6 paper pad collection by Fancy Pants, just because I really love the fun colors and everything. So I am creating these kind of pinwheel design on my background, and I just wanted it to be really fun and light and colorful. So this is kind of what I came up with, and I do struggle getting these pinwheels to look right because I kept turning like one of the triangles backwards, so it threw the whole thing off and it was frustrating, but I finally get it. And I made them in different sizes, and all I did is I actually have like a silhouette cut file that would have done this for me, but I wanted a bunch of different sizes, and so I just thought it was easier if I just did it myself. And so I cut these all out. And I think I think the biggest one is like a 4x4 size, I believe, or maybe a 3x3, and then I just kind of went down from there. And so this photo is of me and my youngest daughter, and this is the first, like, I guess big kid ride would be the right description for it. It was a ride at like a carnival, and you sat, to me, I used to call it the zipper. I mean, it's the ride, it's been around forever. We used to call it the zipper. You sit in these things that look like a zipper shape, I guess, and then you go around in a circle and each one of the little cars spins really fast. And so she wanted to go on it because it looked like a fidget spinner. And so I agreed to take her on it, and it ended up being a complete disaster. She was really small for the like lap guard, and so she was just flinging back and forth, and she kept hitting her head on the bar, and then she'd hit it, the poor baby, she'd hit it on the seat behind her. So, you know, I did the mom arm thing where I just stuck my arm out over in front of her. I was trying to control the spinning so we weren't going so fast, but it was really difficult. And so I was mom arming her, and then I was, you know, just I kept trying to put my head by her head to try to hold it down a little bit, and it was not working, but she still had a great time. And the photo is from before the ride started, so there was no tears shed. She just said she doesn't ever want to go on the fidget spinner again. So here I'm bringing in this Amy Tangerine paper. I'm just cutting out some of these different phrases, and I'm trying to get it so that I have at least two of each color. And I'm just cutting out some of, you know, the words that work for this layout. And so I kind of end up with two titles, and you'll see here in a minute what I'm talking about. I am going to cut out so you don't have to see me fussy cut each one of these little letters out. Excuse me. It's really, really early here, and so I am, yeah, my voice is not awake yet. Now, I don't know if I showed you yet, but I did do stitching on the inside and I just used my sewing machine. So I did stitching on the inside of each one of the pinwheels. The bigger pinwheels I did, I don't even know how to explain it, like circles getting bigger. I'm sure there's a word for it and I just can't think of it, but and then on the smaller ones that wouldn't work, so I did kind of just sew through a couple of the triangles, and I used different colored threads. And I'm using some thread here in pink and a kind of teal color that match the letters, and then a yellow. And on the smaller words, I'm just putting a single color behind, and then on the bigger phrases, I do mix them all together. And so I'll have 3 colors like underneath the super fun, and then 3 colors underneath the oh yay it's Friday, like you can see there. And I'm just using glossy accents to stick these down. I ran out of the Tombow Mono Multi, and nowhere in my area has it right now. Like, they have the spots still for it. They say they still carry it. They just keep running out. So I'm waiting for it to come back so that I can stock up on it, I guess. But for right now, I'm using my glossy accents, and I did pick up some of the Aleene's Turbo Tacky Glue, and that seems to be working really well too. So there's my main title, which is Twister. That is actually what the ride was called, and I just used some thickers that I want to say that they might have been for the Snow and Cocoa line from Crepe Paper from last year. But I just really liked how thin they were, and I tried out a couple of different thickers and they didn't work for me. So, and I'm putting these down, and then I'm going to realize that the H and O is covered up, so I do try to like bend that corner up. When I had originally laid them out, I had it shifted over just slightly so you could see it. And sorry for the light change, but I had to go do something and came back later that day. So now I'm going to use one of the newer releases from June, and it's called Sparkle Power. And there are 2 of these teal colored sequins in it. And I'm using a darker one and a lighter one. And then I'm also going to pull out the Wild and Free sequin mix. Is that what it's called? Wild and Free? Yeah, Wild and Free. And I'm going to pull out some pink ones. I'm not going to use that big dark pink one. I'm going to pull out something a little bit lighter. But I feel like the sequins just made like the perfect addition to this page without making it too busy. And this is pretty much it. I'm going to add the date, and then I think that's all I do. I just want to say thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to the Spiegel Mom Scraps channel. And then if you also want to head over, I'll include a link to my YouTube channel if you want to subscribe to me as well. I will see you again next time. Bye!